Hey everybody, DUTCHSINSE here, 5:40 p.m. Central Time on Monday, February 24th, 2014. And I'm over here on the Assumption, Louisiana YouTube page, and I've got some breaking news for you guys. I'm going to go ahead and play this for you. New bubbles have started to appear in Grand Bayou. And Grand Bayou is just a little bit southwest of the Bayou Corn sinkhole. It's maybe several miles, and we'll go take a look at this on Google Earth in a second. But look at the bubbles. This is exactly what happened 2 years ago. Now, this is not a broken pipeline, guys. This is actually coming out of the ground. This is methane, maybe a little bit of sulfur dioxide actually, even mixed in with a little bit of oil and natural gas, all coming up together in the bayou. And when this happened 2 years ago, the entire area collapsed into a giant sinkhole, releasing large amounts of crude oil, which is just natural oil, out into the environment. And it also broke several pipelines. Okay, now to show you guys, here is all of the different flyovers from Bayou Corn. Now Bayou Corn has expanded over the last 2 years just as expected and threatens the other salt domes in the area. To understand what's going on, let me just go ahead and show you guys on Google Earth here. Here's a good example of salt domes. These are out to sea, of course, but they're named Horn Dome, Gloria Dome. They're giant deposits of underground salt that is hollowed out by humans using a pumping process. And then oil and natural gas products are pumped into these salt domes underground for storage long term. So let's go ahead and show you Bayou Corn here. Here is the Bayou Corn sinkhole. Now this was imaged in 2013. This sinkhole started out very small and has now grown beyond these containment berms that they built around the collapsed area and has gone further west, further north, and further east. It's a giant lake. Now Grand Bayou, the area that you just saw bubbling, let me just back this out, is right here. Now let's get a line measurement tool on this. Okay, and we'll do this in miles. 5 miles away. Just as expected. You guys can go back and watch all of our previous coverage on this. I've got several different videos I'm going to link down below where we explain how the area is going to continue to spread. The salt domes that are in the area are going to continue to collapse. The reason they are collapsing is because of excessive pressure on the edge of the craton to the north. So whenever we see these earthquake swarms that begin to happen in Oklahoma, like we're seeing here, just look over the last week. Look at all the earthquakes here in Oklahoma, just to the north. Whenever we see movement like this, we start to see the pressure build to the south, and it's causing collapses at areas that would never normally show pressure, which are these salt domes to the south. Some of the salt domes contain large amounts of liquid natural gas, petroleum products. If this area continues to collapse as it has been, we might be looking at a large environmental catastrophe on our hands. Already large amounts of oil released out into the open environment from Bayou Corn. Now 5 miles to the southwest, Grand Bayou bubbling. And again, let's just go ahead and play it for you one more time so you guys can get a good idea of how much bubbling is occurring. There you go. This is just like what happened 2 years ago. I hate to repeat myself, but this video looks almost the exact same. 2 years ago, they tried to say it was a bust pipeline, and then the whole area collapsed. Get the word out, folks. Much love. Be safe.
Used to be. Credit on wings of care. Brayton, it's not looking any better, folks. We grabbed the first day of sunshine in weeks around here, and flew out to have another look, since the news reported that yesterday another 5,000 square foot chunk had caved in. Note, officials updated it to 7,500 square feet. We couldn't tell exactly where that had happened from the air. But we did see quite a bit more rainbow sheen at the northeast corner of the sinkhole than we have noticed there before.
Live, this is One for the Record. I'm Diana, and today is February 24th, 2014. Here are your news updates for today. A lot going on. About an hour ago, BPEARTHWATCH has reported. I checked everywhere else for right now on my normal things that I check. It hasn't been posted yet. But a massive X4.9 solar flare has been released by the sun. Again, a massive X4.9 solar flare has been released. So that's about it that I have right now. There was a bus driver that was attacked and shot in the chest a couple times, and his Bible saved him that he had in his jacket. Right on. Right on. Alrighty then. That was coming out of Fox News. I had a friend tell me. I would like to thank Lois in Central Florida, for giving me some of the details. I'm sure it's going to show up on your news tonight. And on Fox. And other than that, please be safe. Especially if you're downwind, which seems to be maybe from New Mexico going east, from Carlsbad area. There is some type of radioactive release. I'm showing you what information I have gotten, I guess, from Dabu 7. There is also another thing on his channel called The Origins of Mankind. The Original Origins of Man. And he has 3 parts to it. I think you should go watch it. I'm not going to copy it, mirror it like I do some things, but I found it very, very interesting. There's 3 parts. So So you might want to watch that. It's like a heads up, awakening type of information. Take it for what it's worth. Someone has decoded some of the things in anagrams in the Bible. I mean, actually, he took the Hebrew part of the Bible and showed how the Anunnaki show up in there, in the Bible, and basically how we were genetically modified illegally. So, alrighty then, but it was a thought to that. So watch his video after this one, the 3 videos. It's 3 15-minute videos. DAHBOO77. And go ahead and watch that. And I have one theory. I might put it on under his comments if I could figure out how to do that. I might put a comment on there saying the only way to get the he said that it was Sarah Penta, which is somehow we have an extra molecule of phosphate. The only thing I can think of, this is just a comment for that, is that maybe the only thing I know that can degrade our DNA, and that's what our DNA, RNA is, radiation. Maybe that's why this is all happening. They might have made a mistake by not controlling this radiation, huh? Go ahead and watch it and then you'll see what I'm talking about. Alright, take care, be safe. 1 day down, 4 to go before the weekend. I just want to show my face. So you know, me and the pets, Max, down in the bottom right hand corner, they're sleeping. Be ready for the weather. It's going to keep getting worse all the way through the rest of the week now. And above me will be very cold, like around the Mason-Dixon line, going up. And then I guess we might heat up a little bit. And so now the cold air and the hot air is going to mishmash. Wow. Bad scenarios coming up. And another deep freeze. Polar vortex. So please be prepared for anything now. Alrighty then. Have your supplies now. Alright. See you tomorrow on the flip side. Stay tuned. Attaching a lot of stuff. Sinkhole, everything. Don't know what order I'm going to put it in. So you might have watched already, some of it already. Alright. Take care. Be safe. See you tomorrow on the flip side. And watch Dabu 77.
Dabu 7, February 24, 2014. Turner Radio Network here, sharing an alert that all the EPA radiation detectors nationwide suddenly went offline. Now, yes, this happened. At last minute, on their website, the EPA says that they were going to go down for maintenance till 5 p.m. on Saturday. Now, they're saying that was different. Now they're saying that this new thing is a glitch, a technical glitch. And what has happened is all of the EPA's sensors and detectors nationwide went down completely, leaving us completely vulnerable to any movement of any kind of radioactive material whatsoever. Something could have been put in place, transported, anything. The perfect opportunity. So even if it does come back up and they start giving new readings, it's highly suspect to me, because a technical glitch should never take down the whole nation's system. Never. That is a huge red flag. So as I get more information, I'll keep you guys updated. But like I said, even if they do come back online and everything seems normal, That does not mean something has not been transported or moved anywhere. I don't know, I just don't trust them, and it's things like these you gotta watch for. They want to drop our nation's defenses and not tell nobody for 24 hours while they slip something in. I put nothing past them. Either way, it's just an alert, eyes open. I'll leave a link and keep you guys updated as
Well, sounds like something is incompetent again. Must be the fluoride. How about this? What if, even if all the EPA detectors are down, the satellites aren't down? Get the numbers from the satellite. There's a free consultation for you. The satellites are picking up where that radiation went continuously. Alrighty then? So, they got the numbers. Of course they do. The satellites have the numbers. Oh, that give you a free consultation out there for the per EPA that does their equipment went down. Check the satellite data. Alrighty then, let's continue.
Hey guys, Dabu7. I just, made a connection here, and it's just like a huge red flag. I put out the previous video on New Mexico and this Carlsbad thing, and it's like it gets no attention. I don't know if they're getting suppressed, but this is a huge red flag. I'm going to leave a link here to Potter Blog so you can see the numbers and what they're getting. They're taking the official EPA numbers that they're releasing coming out of New Mexico from this release, this cloud or plume of radiation, and they are astounding. They are through the roof. Now, they're supposed to be releasing more information later today on the 24th or on Tuesday, but as of right now, they have not updated the situation with these drums being smashed underground. Whether they haven't had the opportunity yet because the radiation is so high, or they haven't got their game plan together, we don't know. But you need to watch these updates from Potter Blog to understand how serious this is. This is real deal. They're running the real numbers here, and they are through the roof. And to put this into perspective here, they're offering the people in New Mexico around the region a full body scan, 100%, paying for everything. In Fukushima, they only offered them 50% off. So that tells me that they know something huge is going on here. And if there is a lot of radiation being released underneath here from this accident, it's either going to build or they're going to have to vent it off. And I have the suspicion that they are doing just that. They are venting this off. And what has happened, and I promise you, this is a huge red alert. I just put out a video. And this isn't to hype anything up, to get anybody scared or feared. I'm serious here. They just shut down the EPA detectors nationwide. All of a sudden, they just go offline. They just decide, hey, out of nowhere, over the weekend, oh, we're going to go down for maintenance after we haven't told nobody. So when everybody goes there Saturday, their initial excuse is that they're down for maintenance till 5 p.m. Well, I guess they thought they would be back up and running. They wasn't. And all through Sunday, they were down. I don't know if they're back up yet, but even if they do come back up and running, I guarantee you they're going to act like everything's peachy and fine. This is the problem, folks. If there was a massive release early Saturday, late Friday, early Saturday, a secondary massive release from the site, that plume has traveled northeast or with the wind all the way across the United States. And guess what? You have no way of knowing because the data they release is not going to be there. Why? Because the system was just conveniently down.
Incompetent.
We have a situation on our hands here in Carlsbad, New Mexico, folks, and I suggest you keep a good eye on it and get to the bottom of it quick because something's going on here and it's not good, and it's right here in the United States, and we better get on top of it quick. I'll leave links. Make sure you check out Potter Blog here so you understand the significance of how high these warnings are. He's posting a deadly warning. All right, that's how serious this is, guys. For anyone out there in the region, heads up. I'll leave links. And until next time, this has been Dabu7. Eyes open.
Well then, I guess, to recap, don't go in the rain, don't go in the snow unless you have a radiation detector. Just stay out of the rain and the snow anyway. I'm telling you, stay out of the rain, the snow, and someone, I guess everybody should take out their radiation detectors. You can post it on my Feel Free Music comment if you would like, so we know we can track what's going on the ground, I guess. But obviously they still have their satellite that detect everything that goes on. Maybe they should show us the feed on that. What do you think? I mean, they did this with Fukushima. Do it to us once, that's your bad. Do it twice, it's our bad. Got it? Oh well, fluoride heads. This time, though, hey, free scanning. So if you have a patient, let's say you're a doctor or a nurse, and they're checking all these patients for plutonium. Do you think you're safe too? How about the news media? Are you guys safe too? What do you think? Alrighty then. Is everybody safe? I think it's time to really report on this. What do you think, mainstream media? This time it's here. What you gonna do? We're all watching you. Oh, and what about the fancy drones? How come they weren't sent in and following the jet stream, huh? I'm sure they have drones that know what the readings are also. Alrighty then.
You all are trying to prepare people for this, because one day they won't hear the voice anymore. They won't hear the watchman on the wall, because once it starts, the watchman comes off the wall.